Okay, we're good. We're recording. Let's
All
go.
right, super excited. Thank you everyone for joining us at 3 p.m., the middle of the day,
For
the
some.
middle of the
For some,
week.
you could be calling in from Europe.
For some, absolutely. I'm on Eastern Standard Brain Time here. So a little bit about us. So we live in Toronto, Canada. Beth, my wife, has been a certified landscape designer for 29 years now. So owned their own landscape firm since 94. And we had a retail store for 3 years. Not sad to see that go. Beth teaches CAD at the landscape and landscape design at the college level to her peers in the industry. And she is the artistic director for the Christmas market. Super proud of her, going into year 8, I believe. And I've been an officer.
I get to introduce you.
Oh,
so Mike
all right.
is a police officer. He's been doing that. This is his 29th year as well. So we're both working on
New careers.
Yeah, some big time doing what we do. But he was with the Toronto Metro Police first, and he is now with the Ontario Provincial Police. And I'm very grateful for what he does. That it's not a job that I would want to do, and definitely coming off of night shifts, I really respect what he does for all of us to serve and protect. And we are super proud of our 3 children. They all graduated within a 6-day period this spring, and they range in age, I can update the slide, 14 to 25. And a little bit about us at World. So we were with another network marketing company for 6.5 years, and we actually came across the Hilo not by accident. You showed me a video. I loved what I saw. I went to sign up to buy one, and Mike's like, no, you got to look at this. There's a compensation plan attached to this. And I'm like, yeah, no, like get out of town. Like a technology you're going to get paid on. And so we looked at the compensation plan, and we were in with both feet running. We just loved what we saw. And so within a 3-week period, we reached the rank of diamond, and that equates to about $2,500 a week. So it's a pretty neat rank to hit.
Yeah, so we're gonna get on with the show here, but just to let you guys know, anybody can do this. I mean, we've got a lot of experience, but you have experience in your own fields of work as well. You did this while we're on vacation in Florida, so.
Okay, so we talked a little bit of money. We're going to play an income disclosure here because we're going to talk a little more about money.
Absolutely.
Income disclosure notice. Practicality dictates that everyone's results will vary, as we are all unique and different. Basically, it takes hard work to make a substantial income in this business, and some people will make no money at all. The earnings of a World Global Network partner will be 100% dependent upon their skills, work effort, commitment, leadership capabilities, and market conditions. Common sense would suggest that in most opportunities, one would find exceptional individuals performing well above average, while others perform under the average. World Global Network does not guarantee any level of income or your success. To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at www.worldgn.com.
I love that guy's voice. It's fun.
I love that income disclosure, because that just shows the credibility of our company and how we're very compliant with all the regulations required so that we protect this house.
Awesome. So, I mean, everybody knows Bill Gates and, you know, how he's such a visionary and has done very well in his setting up a fortune for himself. And his quote is, "The secret of success in business is detecting where the world will go and getting there first." So we're going to bring that up here.
That's an awesome quote. I love that very much. So, and like Warren Buffett says, you know, about the hobbies, you know, do what others don't do. And, you know, I can't remember that quote. Anyway, so all good. So this is the best slide here. This is the whole presentation. We could do the whole presentation based around this slide. The experts on wearable technology, you can see their Forbes, Wall Street Journal, Time, Business Insider, they all have their insights as to where we're going. Forbes has predicted that the wearable technology market's going to be worth $34 billion by 2020. And if you see in the little circles in the middle there, the volume that went across worldwide sales, 123 million devices were sold worldwide. That created a $14 billion industry in the wearable technologies. It's going to increase to 34 billion according to Forbes, which would put us at 288,000 more devices to hit the $411 million mark that they're talking about there. If you look at the screen with the two characters there, wearable wristbands is the largest sector. That's where we are. And it's just going to keep growing and growing. It doesn't matter if you're into this or not. The trends come and go, but this is something that's a whole new category creator called M Health, taking care of and finding out proactively what's going on inside your body. That's super amazing to know. And you can take that to your healthcare provider and they can offer you a solution to whatever may be happening and going on. So Beth, you want to add anything?
Yeah, so you're throwing around the billions quite a bit there, like billions. That is a lot of money that we're talking about. And what I love about it is this wearable technology appeals to everyone, from our son who's 14 to my dad who's 80.
Right.
They both are really engaged in what we have. And so I think that's a clue.
So Hilo LX, what exactly is Hilo LX? So we talked about this, it's the most advanced wearable technology. And like we said, we're a category creator here. We're setting the trends. We have something that nobody else has. This does everything that the normal everyday fitness trackers out there, all the companies you're familiar with do, including heart rate, breath rate, mood, wow, energy.
You're going to know where my mood is.
Panic button. So you press this little button on the side here. You press that little button. You can see it on the screen there. You press that twice. It sends an exact GPS location of where the person hit that panic button to your guardians that are watching over you on your smartphone.
And you know what? That's huge for women real estate agents.
Absolutely.
Someone like me as
anyone.
a landscape designer that's going into people's homes that I don't know. I've got it set up that if I push it, you're going to get an alert on your phone and tells you exactly where you are. And I know back in the day, I'd actually, if there was somebody I didn't know and I felt a little uneasy about that I booked the appointment, I made sure you knew where I was going to be for that appointment. Now I don't have to do that. I can just know that I have this to push the button. Yeah,
it's pretty amazing. And then you see some more little bullet points there about guardian feature function. So what that is that you set up your Hilo so that your guardian, so Beth, or our kids or our in-laws can monitor what's going on with our health. If there's a change, they'll also get a notification about abnormal readings. Plug-in enabled means that it's going to be enabled the apps, which we'll talk about shortly here, to add more to the device.
So go back to that guardian function.
Sure.
That you can monitor. A lot of baby boomers have aging parents, and they actually can't go on vacation because they're worried about their parents.
Right.
This, they can monitor them. They can be in Florida and you can be in Europe monitoring them. So you can, anywhere in the world, and you can monitor them.
What was that when we were talking to the pharmacist the other day? What was that? There's that little thing you wear around your necklace.
Oh, medical alert.
Medical alert. So, that's limited to its capabilities here, guys. Like, it's so much more convenient. And even the pharmacist, when we showed him some of this stuff, he talked about how, Samsung's got, you put your finger in the back and you can do your blood pressure, but he said it's not convenient. It's not really that accurate. This is great. You set it to the time frame that you want it to continuously monitor.
You don't have to think about it.
It's super awesome. Love it. Can you tell we're excited?
Just a little.
So the Hilo App Store, this is where, let's just talk about this for a second. When Apple first came out with the iPhone 3, it wasn't the iPhone 3 that set them apart. Everybody thinks it was the iPhone, but it really wasn't, because a lot of people were really not too impressed and kind of concerned about, well, how's this going to work? Because where's the buttons to click? I remember I was even thinking that. Nokia and Motorola, they ruled the sector at that point in time. But what it was the App Store, the Apple App Store. That's what set them apart. And there's how many apps now? 2.3 million apps, and it's like 3 billion in microtransactions per month that Apple makes residually.
They went from only selling 200,000 when they launched it to 1 million. Like, they jumped from 200,000 to 1 million when they opened that app store, because people wanted the apps and they only worked on their phone.
So Apple has a huge part of that market, not for long, because we have the Hilo App Store. We also have, if you see in the bottom left there, Open API. What's that mean? Basically, that means it's open to developers to create and publish their own apps and plugins. So if you know a developer, you get them involved, they can be part of this company as well. And then you can unlock new features with the Hilo with access to these apps. And customers can benefit from the customer referral program, while building their business. This is huge, guys. Like, if you don't really understand this, it's okay, because we didn't at first.
No, you didn't.
We're still pinching ourselves about where this can go, because this is something that's going to unlock even more opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's more features coming. As Mike said, there's developers working on apps right now. They're going to be coming out. We're super excited about some of them that we know that are in the works. Alcohol monitoring, that you'll be able to know where your blood alcohol
we have
level
the
is
exclusive
at.
patent on that.
Blood sugar level, oh my goodness, that is going to be a game changer for diabetics and pre-diabetics. There's going to be fitness apps, GPS tracking. If you're into Chinese medicine, pulse diagnostic, what does it do, honey?
It's going to monitor up to 11 of your most vital organs in your body, what's going on with them.
Kind of like your dashboard of your car. It tells you need oil or what's going on with your engine. That's what that pulse diagnostics going to do.
That's a great analogy. It's like, can you imagine driving a car without a dashboard? You have no idea what's going on. You don't know how much oil you have, how much gas you have left, how fast you're going. Heaven forbid those traffic cops pull you over. So this is really cool. But what's happening in the blood sugar level, that is absolutely massive. There's 1 in 8 people in North America diabetic. How many people are pre-diabetic and don't even know it? Mm-hmm. And just the fact that whatever you're eating, just knowing what's going on with your blood sugar levels, even if you're not a diabetic, just to give you that indication. That patent was filed by our CEO, Fabio Galdi, in May. Oh my gosh, exclusive patent to what we have. Guys, this is just over the top exciting. Mm-hmm. Imagine where we're going with this. So let's move on to the next.
And then we didn't even mention the mosquito shield. Oh my goodness, I could have used that this past weekend.
Of course. Well, I love how Chad described this too. Chad Chong, he talked about how, the frequencies of mosquitoes in different countries. So they're actually doing research on this. Can you believe this? They're tracking them. And he's like, because in Thailand, they speak Thai, here they speak English, kind of joking around. But
can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's super exciting. So germanium stones, wow.
Yeah, germanium stones are they're on their periodic table. They're a natural element. And 3 come with the Helo. And what it does is it increases the oxygen going into your blood. So it helps circulation, releases stress in your body. It's incredible. And just those alone, they're worth the price of the Helo there. The value of
I remember when Fabio discovered germanium stones, and when he went out to purchase them long before the Helo, just to figure out what their value would be therapeutically. And he paid a lot of money for them. And these are free with your Helos, guys. They're free, but they're actually worth $150 US. So that's half the price right there already. So
$60, no, $180, $60.
Okay, thank you, $180. So 5 bands packs here, which is really super cool. If you're into
get that purple one,
if you're into dressing for success, like the ladies are with their handbags and their dresses and purses and everything else, you've got 5 different packs to choose from here. We'll talk about that with some
5 different bands in the pack. It's a 5
in the bundle, in the bundles. Yeah, yep. the bundles that come.
Yep.
So there's no comparison here. As you can see, this is amazing. We were voted the best product in direct selling industry in 2017, just last month. So that's something to be super, super proud of. And if people want to see it for themselves, send them to, businessforhome.org. So a couple other things here. We've been featured on Fox and Friends, unsolicited. They did this on their own. They've discovered Helo and they put it out there. The biggest part is the Consumer Electronics Show that happens in Vegas every new year, the first week of the new year. Mm-hmm. And Toshiba, who we're actually proud to say we're partnered with, they had our Helo on display as the next big thing in wearable technology.
Yeah.
So Helo sales, people don't realize that we were only shooting for 3% of the market by 2020. And in the first quarter, is there another?
Yep, keep going.
In the first quarter this year, we've already hit 4th place at 5.3% of the market share behind, Q1 and Q2. Sorry about that. We're only behind 3 big names there, and we're going to pass Garmin and Samsung by the end of the year, right on the heels of Fitbit. And
the amazing thing about that's our pre-launch.
Oh, very good point. So what does that mean, pre-launch? Just explain.
Well, there was a point there where we weren't even sending out product.
The product wasn't even available.
Ordering it.
It was pre-ordered.
It wasn't, So the upcoming production, we've got 1 million units ready to go.
Yep.
And so we're definitely, jockeying for a position definitely higher than we are now.
Yeah. So if you see on the slide there with the pie chart, it talks about how we're positioned to be the leader of wellness in M Health smart bands, because there's nobody
doing that.
Nobody
They're just
has
doing
this.
fitness.
Nobody has this.
All the ones that we're comparing against right now are just fitness bands.
So when we say we're comparing, we're comparing in the fitness bands, like you said, but we're not really comparing because we're in a whole new category. I love it. So Biozen, if you're not aware about electrosmog and the harmful effects of electrosmog, it's very prevalent over in Asia. They've been aware of it and doing something about it for many years. So we're bringing awareness to North America here about the harmful effects of electrosmog and what it's doing. And it's certified by a very old company overseas that, what did they say? They spend $5 billion in research every year to deal with all this kind of stuff. So they've certified the Biozen. It's a small chip. It makes a big difference. You put it on all of your electronic devices, and what it does is the low frequency radio waves that are coming off of all the devices,
every electronic,
it helps eliminate it to protect you. So, you know, if you've done a bit of binge watching of your favorite show,
don't go into that.
So, or you're a gamer, or you've been just on the computer working a lot
too long,
and you get that little bit of a headache behind the eyes,
eye strain,
It's electrosmog. That's what's happening, and it's altering your DNA. There's research. You can go on YouTube and research it for yourself. Independent studies by doctors and other medical practitioners out there that have done some research on it. So
the other thing too is it's super scary for kids. So we know it's damaging for adults, and women that put their phones into their bra strap,
or men in their pockets,
put their phones into their pockets.
Right.
It's definitely, they're showing the evidence that is very harmful for our health. But for children, oh my goodness, their brains aren't fully developed, and by putting this phone up to their ear, it's doing incredible damage. So you really want to slap these. It's as easy as slapping a sticker on the back of every device, your power supply, baby monitor, everything you can think of. You want to slap this on, and it definitely, I noticed a huge difference right off the bat when I put it on my computer and on the phone.
Yeah. And so here's the thing, the Infolio, this is super exciting to talk about. So a lot of people wonder, how has World Global Network been in the top 100 in Direct Selling Association for the last 2 years when the Helo's not even been out that long? And it's because of the Infolio. They've had the Infolio overseas, and that was their main brand. And they're bringing it back bigger and better in conjunction with the Biozen. So we will have the first smartphone that reduces the effects of electrosmog. It's going to be right in
safest phone.
It's going to be the safest phone. It's going to be right in the phone. It's going to have the Biozen Shield, bezel-less design at the top and the sides, just a little bit of space at the bottom where the thumb switches. Battery life, look at that, 4 days.
I know, not 4 hours, 4 days.
Who has a cell phone that does 4 days? I mean, most of us have to carry around extra chargers, or
clunky batteries.
Yeah, what do you call those, mobile chargers, etc. So it's going to be the what is it? The big iPhone size.
Yeah, so
screen size,
the
but
screen
in the
is going to be slim. So it's slimmer than the thinnest iPhone, but it's going to take an iPhone 7 screen, that big wonderful screen,
big TV,
and put it in an iPhone 6s size phone. So it's going to maximize your screen minimize the clunkiness of it. It's got a lot of RAM to it. It's very powerful. I'm super excited about the dual camera on the back, because I've seen what that does, what a beautiful photography that takes. So I can't wait to get this in my hands, and my kids cannot wait to get this in their hands too.
Right. And I can't wait to stop providing Apple with all these benefits when we can benefit ourselves here, guys, because we have our own business. Think about it here. We're going to take Apple down.
So Fabio Galdi, he's our CEO, and oh my goodness, what a brilliant mind we have at the helm. He, in 1994, founded the second largest internet service provider in Italy and the 5th largest in all of Europe. 2002, he developed one of the first touch screen LCDs for PCs, and that technology has equated into, the phones we use, the directions we find on maps in malls now. It's everywhere, that technology. And in 2005, he developed one of the first voice over internet platforms. And that's how we're using Zoom today. So this technology he was so ahead of his time with this. He's
Such
just
a brilliant man.
And what I love about the Hilo story, he told us when we were in Thailand, is he watched a Canadian sci-fi film called Continuum.
Yep.
And they had this band that would detect your health, what was happening with your health. And it was called a Halo. So that inspired him to develop the Hilo. So, oh my goodness. Like
Goosebumps, just thinking about it. The story, how he shared that on stage. So Alessandro Senatori.
Oh, you got to say it like this. Alessandro Senatori.
Yes, Dr. Alessandro Senatori. He's our COO and co-founder. And he's the genius behind our compensation plan, the mastermind, who has created something that is just uncomparable to any other company in this space.
Yeah, the compensation plan that he said, you're going to see in a minute, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the success of our leaders, but it's his brilliant compensation plan that has allowed our leaders just to break records left and center.
I have to just add a personal note. Alessandro is super, super shy.
Yeah.
Because I remember at our leadership meeting, Amanda Watt and I, we were standing talking with him. We said, let's get a picture. And he goes, oh, okay, all right. He's just so modest and genuine. I love him so much.
And then Antonio De Rosa, as a designer, I just gravitate towards Antonio. He, on Facebook, gives us some snippets of his sketches. He's such a brilliant designer. He was one of the concept designers for Apple. So for
the iPhones.
He did a lot of concept works for him for the iPhones and for the Apple Watch, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so he just has such vision. So the synergy between him and Fabio, watch out.
Okay, and let's just add something. Google Antonio De Rosa, go to his Facebook page. We are so excited to say that he is being featured on the cover of Network Marketing Times this month. That is a huge accomplishment to be the center. What do they call that? The centerfold, the front cover
of the features. There's never been a design officer in.
That's right. That's right. He did say that. So you tell we're a little excited about Antonio. Such a great guy. So top recognition here for our company. There's a lot of things here that you may not be familiar with, but I'm going to point out the one on the left, the triple A rated in business for home. What does that mean? There's how many? Thousands of companies that are in network marketing. Some of them don't even qualify to register for the Direct Selling Association, but the ones that do, they get rated. There's only 20 companies, 22 companies in the AAA plus rating category, and we're super proud to say that we're one of them. Mm-hmm. We have the Ambassador of Network Marketing 2016, top 100, like we talked about earlier in 2016 and 2017.
We're in the 100 solid top MLM companies. Yep. And as we mentioned, we have the number one
product. Absolutely. So another big thing about our company, first of all, we're debt free. And
that's a big thing, being a young company, that's sometimes the big risk, right? Of 6 getting involved in a ground floor operation is the risk. But when you have a company that is debt free, that takes a lot of the risk away.
Right. So, worth $157 million in 2015 and on the rise. The goal is to be a $2 billion company by 2020. I think we're really, really selling ourselves short there because I think we're going to blow that out of the water. But here we are publicly traded on the OTC, and the stock has risen. If you see from January 2016 at 26 cents all the way up to a high of, I believe it was actually $24 recently. Yeah, $23.55 it shows there. And new big things to come because we're looking at hitting the NASDAQ, which is going to become very prominent worldwide. So how did it all start? The global master distributors here, Nat and Chinita Pranaputra. Chinita had the courage to go meet with Fabio, actually knock on his door and say, I'm here, because we need to bring this to the market all over the world. And so that's where it all began. Mm-hmm. So we're in 195 countries worldwide.
That's a lot of countries. That leaves maybe one country.
So we have a whole slew of head offices around the world. Mm-hmm. Miami and Provo, Utah, where our customer service department is as well. And let's just point out here, we're so new that when Beth and I started in January, there was no customer service. We were customer service. And I have to say that at the speed that we've moved at, I'm super impressed with the vision of where this company's going, with their 5 to 10-year plan of action steps moving forward.
And that says something that we are really a solution-based company. We're always looking to do it better.
Yeah, well, and we should point out, because like in Europe, they're used to just doing ticket things where you send in a ticket by email, and we said, no, we can't do that. We are different in North America.
Right.
They listened and they provided, they came through. So we've talked about business for home, the direct selling facts and figures, and you can Google this for yourself. Look at this.
And that's where Chanita found this, actually.
That's right. She Googled.
Who is this World Global Network?
Right.
Because they were, all of a sudden coming up the ranks in the top 200. So that's why she went and investigated it. And now Chanita and Nat are number 4 worldwide in all of network marketing in earnings. And Chanita and Natita, so Chanita's daughter Natita, they're the top women of all of network marketing right now.
Well, and Chad and Natita are number 8, but they're also number 1 in North America, and they're also the highest paid millennials of everyone. There's 110 million people doing direct sales worldwide. Look at those numbers. Mm-hmm. And our direct mentor, Ramasio Falcher, number 42, we were about a week and a half into the business. We had a call saying Moss, his nickname's Moss, is coming to Canada to launch you guys. And it was 48 hours later, he was coming on Super Bowl Sunday. He came to our house. It was amazing. And we've never looked back. And he's really set us up for success based on the systems that Chad and Natita have created.
So the other thing, too, to point out is a lot of these other people that are in the top 200 have been doing this for tens of years, right? Like decades.
Well,
some of them have been in it for 3 decades. Chanita and Nat have been in it the longest, and they just hit their year anniversary in April.
Right. So, I mean, when you go there, you'll see other companies that they've been around for 25 plus years and they still haven't cracked the top 100. Right. So there's a lot of things to look for when you're looking for a new business model. Mm-hmm. And the 7 key components are the company.
So we're debt free.
So you want to look at the company and the leadership in that company first of all. Well, I guess that's under management. So I'm jumping ahead.
The company's debt free. It's been in business. This is our 6th year. Obviously, the product, we've gone on about that. It's it's its category of its own. There's no competition. It's cutting edge. We're in the trends. We showed you Forbes. Like, it's not us telling you this. It's Forbes. It's all these magazines that are telling you that we're in the trends of what people want to buy.
Yeah, 100%. So that's what I was just going to say. It was such a relevant product. People either want it or they don't. And everybody's looking for something more these days. Everybody's into this, tracking their steps, calories, everything else. Wait until everybody finds out about what we have, tracking what's going on inside your body. It's huge. So timing's everything.
Yeah, timing is huge. I mean, right now, if I said, hey, Mike, do you want to start a Blockbuster video store? Yeah. You'd probably say timing really has a lot to do with that. Yeah. We definitely are the right place for online sales and what we're selling. The team, we have leadership that has given us proven systems that are successful. So what do they say? Show me your leaders and I'll show you your future. Mm-hmm. The management, as I mentioned, they're solution-based. They're always looking to improve. They're geniuses. They're so brilliant in what they have to offer. I can't say enough about them. And they're first-class Italians.
And very giving spirit too.
Right.
All about the people
and
in
we'll
the
talk
field.
a little bit about that. And then the compensation plan. As you saw, the numbers we just showed you on the slide previous, the compensation plan speaks for itself. And it's going to more and more because there's going to be more and more success stories. It's like any average person can win here.
Before you click ahead, guys, timing, just think about this for a second. How many companies in direct sales sell lotions, potions, etc.? That is such a cluttered space, and that ship has sailed. There's nobody that has what we have in the network marketing space. So the timing is so huge right now.
Okay, so that's perfect, hon. So you've got some choices here. So you can enroll in the customer referral program. Or B, you can become a customer and just get a single product. Yep. Or C, you can do both, become a customer and benefit from the customer referral program. So your options are, to become a team member. You can get a personal pack, which is $349. It's 1 kilo, 1 band set, and a germanium stone set for free. But I don't know about you. I'm like one of those people that loves a deal, loves a bargain. So your best bargain is the premium pack, which gives you 6 kilos, 6 band sets, 6 germanium sets, and they throw in 6 biosins in there as well. So it's a really great offer. What do you do with all those? Well, for us, we have a family of 5, so that was pretty easy for us.
Right.
But if you're a single person, you can wear one and you can sell the rest. So, and then you're getting yours for free, which is the best bargain of all. And then there's one in the middle. There's the family pack, which is 4 and 4.
So you can pay retail for one and join the business opportunity if you want, or you can get some savings at what we would like to call the wholesale pricing, is how I consider it.
Yep.
And just an example of having extra stock on hand is a great opportunity, because when you get that phone call like we did yesterday out of the blue from somebody we hadn't even spoke to about this, he came last night and he made his purchase.
Right.
He purchased his Hilo.
Yep. And so, and then there's a BioZen pack. So you can buy them individually, all these things now, or there's a BioZen pack, which gives you actually 30 plus 8 free. And as I mentioned, you want to put them on every electronic. So it's an easy purchase for your family to make them safer. So by buying any of these, you are eligible for the Fast Start bonus. So if anybody that that wants to buy one, you can refer it, and you're going to get a 10% commission off of any pack here.
So that's something to really think about, because how many times have you referred other things in the past? I referred people to Fitbit. I referred people to the Garmin watch I used to wear when I ran. And then we think about restaurants, hotels, books.
Yeah, so this is where it gets exciting. This is the second kind of phase of how you can earn money. And this is becoming a team builder. So what you would want to do is you would want to enroll one person on your right, one person on your left. If you start them off with a single pack, you become a team builder partner. And you can see down here, that equates to a 10% sales commission off your total volume commission.
Right.
And the team builder executive, if you enroll 2 people with a family pack or higher, or accumulating of 5 individuals, that locks you into a 20% total volume commission. And
you also get earnings on the money box. And something to point out is you only have to do this once.
We're going to get to the money box.
Oh, am I jumping ahead?
You're jumping
ahead.
I'm
sorry.
Jumping ahead. So the next step is becoming a team developer. So that's you developing 2 team developers on your right and your left. And that locks you into the entire compensation plan. That allows you to rank advance and earn different ranks. Generation matching bonus, which we'll talk about in the next slide. Incredibly generous program there. The monthly car bonus makes you eligible for diamond holidays, jewelry bonuses, exclusive president experiences. We got to see the millionaire pool bonus, wow, from Chad. It's incredible. Grand Millionaire Council. There's so many things that unlock. So this is definitely, if you're interested in doing the business, where you want to get to. And it was, as I was saying, about the matching generation bonus. So as you go up the ranks and you develop your leadership, you actually get compensated for your leadership. And you start unlocking percentages you're going to receive for your generations of people. So when you're silver, you get 10% off the first generation. When you're Grand Diamond President here on the right, you go 10 generations deep. You're going to get off of
Grand President Millionaire, you mean?
Grand President Millionaire. What did I say?
Grand Diamond President or something
Oh
like
my
that.
goodness.
It's all good. So basically 10% is the max of matching bonus up to 10 generations deep. So we can explain that more later, or the person that brought you here.
Yeah.
So the loyalty membership program, this is the cost of doing business. So, most companies have an auto ship program where you have to purchase a whole bunch of products to stay active. And it's usually around the $200 range US.
Right.
So
and you get products that you might not even want to need
or
in your
start stocking
your
up,
basement.
which we know some people that did that. And it was really sad to know that they were doing that when they couldn't actually afford it.
Yeah. So it offers the Hilo Pro.
The Pro plan.
That gives you 5 of those. So what's amazing about that is it allows you to store data indefinitely, so you can give to your caregiver. It also allows you to have more
SOS.
SOS people on your phone, so that you have more people monitoring you and protecting you. And speaking of protection, you also get a protection plan with this for your Hilo and your Infolio. How many of you have broken your screen on your phone and wished you could have replaced it? This definitely offers that. And then I love the loyalty points that they give us. They give us 75 loyalty points, and that equates to $1 in our back back office. So
Per
for
point.
$59, we get equivalent of $75 in our back office that we can purchase materials with. And we thought at first, well, what do we need that for? We've got the Hilo, but then we discovered that there's going to be a new Hilo coming out every year. You're going to want to get the latest and greatest, and you're going to have enough points to get a Hilo and a phone every year.
But and just to add to that, that's what I wondered about was, are we going to keep evolving? Because, you know, all the big companies, Apple, they used to come up with something every 8 to 10 months. So our main product, the Hilo, will be introducing a new product every year. So it's how you keep the business going. And if you're on the loyalty program, you're going to get that for free.
Yeah,
so
because technology is not going to stop for anybody.
Right.
And
it doesn't wait for anybody. It doesn't care if you understand, doesn't slow down. So it's just going to keep moving forward fast. A lot of people were concerned about getting in this business because it's technology. And Fabio's response was, it's exactly why I'm in this business.
So you're also going to accumulate and earn points towards a money box. And what that'll do is it's a reward after 12 months of being active. You'll actually unlock that money box, which is a 1% TVC, total volume commission, which is very generous. And then the other thing is the $59, the cost of doing business equates to 30 sales volume. So anybody that enrolls in your team, you're going to receive sales volume from this loyalty membership. And at 20%, that equates to $6. And they're even more generous. Anybody that you personally enroll, you're going to earn another $6 for everybody that you personally enroll every month.
And what the unlimited fast start means is that usually most companies offer you a fast start bonus when you have a bundle or a product that someone starts on. You get an upfront,
just a new person,
upfront sales on a new person. But what the unlimited fast start basically equates to here is if somebody that you've helped get started decides they want to purchase an Infolio or 2 or 3 or a Hilo for Christmas for family, because we know that's coming, you're going to get unlimited fast start on each one of those purchases, which is only that World Global Network offers that.
So it's an amazing value. It's over $1,400 worth of value, and your investment is $708. And as we mentioned before, if you're doing this for a business, wow, what a cost of doing business every year.
Well, and plus the money box, but it can only be redeemed after a year of being active. So, so how to be active? So in Canada, US, Japan, and Europe, you sell 30 SV to extend for a further 30 days. So basically what that means is you're on your own loyalty.
And somebody else is on the loyalty, or buys a BioZen, buys a phone, or buys the Infolio.
And the rest of the world is buy 30 SV to be active for 30 days. So you can see the sales volume for each of the products. If somebody starts with just the Hilo without without the germanium stones, the cost there, the cost of the Infolio, which is coming out. And watch for the announcement, because at the end of this month, they're going to announce when the Infolio is coming out. Not that it's coming out, but when it's coming out. So that's super exciting. So we talked about top leadership. And as Beth said, show me your leaders and I'll show you your future. So we've talked about Janita and Nat Pranaputra, who started it all, and their daughter Natita and Chad Chong. They're our Grand President Millionaires. Ramasio Fulcher, our Double President Millionaire and Direct Mentor, and a few other folks here that have created success and showing us that these are the tracks to run on. Just follow the simple system and you'll get to your level of success that you aspire to get to as well.
So, you know, I've never been this car person. I should be. My dad's like a crazy car man. He used to have a car dealership. And so this really didn't turn my crank, to tell you the truth, until I watched Fabio Galdi give away those 2 cars on the right-hand side in Thailand. And I saw the joy on his face giving these vehicles away. And it's not just giving away, you know, a lease to a car, which a lot of companies do. These they've been given free and clear, taxes, everything. It was just the keys and the ownership. Here you go. Just as a gift for reaching certain ranks. So incredible program that they put together. And they never thought it was going to get any better until they launched this in Thailand. And it's the unlimited private jet and luxury travel program. Unbelievable. If you reach the rank of President Millionaire one time in the year, you get this unlimited private jet program that you can book flights on an app and go anywhere with your friends in North America, right? It's Europe, Russia, Middle East. and the USA, and they're working on Canada and the other countries right now to make this happen for us too. So I can't wait to be part of that. It's incredible. So the company, let's just to recap, we're a revolutionary company. We have no competitors. There's no joining fees. You're not stuck with this, like a fee that you don't have to get started. No requalifications. Once you hit those qualifications, you're done. No chargebacks on your monthlies. No shipping charges, monthly shipping charges. We're a category creator. There's nobody that has what we have. We're open in 195 countries. 21% binary at 600,000 weekly maximum. I think I could live on that, man. Check match, 10 generations, diamond trips and car bonuses. We're USA publicly traded company, and we have an unbelievable retention, between 74 and 78% retention rate.
So some people may not understand how big that really is.
Mm-hmm.
The average in most network marketing companies,
10 to 12?
8 to 12%
right.
retention.
So much lower. We really have the retention rate of Apple. You think about people that buy Apple phones, they keep going back and buying the next Apple phone. This is going to happen with us as well. Once people start buying Helos,
loyal customers,
they're going to be loyal customers.
Absolutely. So positioning is definitely key. You have a choice. You can get started right now if you see what we have here. If you have any questions and you're thinking about it, you might want to speak to somebody real quickly, because timing is absolutely essential and key, because we are moving very fast here. And if you started now, there may be somebody that comes in after you that really, really sees the vision of what Fabio Galdi has for us and at World Global Network. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden they've got 1,000 people that have joined them, and you're part of that entire organization that's brought in those 1,000 people. Mm-hmm. Or if you wait, like I know some people have, those 1,000 people came in before you.
Yeah,
and
they might kick themselves that somebody came in before you.
Unfortunately, you're left a loop. So we have our income disclosure we've talked about before. Mm-hmm. This is what really protects the integrity of our company. We're very compliant with all the regulations required. So as you can see here, you don't have
to read it, it's there.
As you can see here, with hard work and dedication, for full income disclosure, you can go to the World GN website mm-hmm. to read more about it and understand what typical earnings are, et cetera, of an average person within World Global Network.
So just to close, we want you to get back to your host, and you can be either, I think that's it, babe. Nope. I don't think there's another screen.
No.
See?
Oh, okay. You can go back. Go back to it. Sorry about that. New slides. We're not used to it.
I told you, but you didn't listen to me.
You go for it.
So you're either A, B, or C. So C, you're out. It's not for you, and
that's okay.
That's fine. We still love you, and maybe you just don't see the bigger vision, and that's okay. But of course, we'd love you to be a customer, and you can buy the products that we have, and I'm sure you have referrals that you can give to the host that brought you here. Or you're B, right? You're B. You're the person that has more questions. You need to get some questions answered. So get back to your host. I'm sure they're going to be able to steer you in the right direction to get all your questions answered before you get started. And A, you're all in. You see it. You see the future of where this is going, and you want to be a part of this. You want to get on the phone as quick as you can to the person you brought you here, because you realize that the positioning is key. And I was going to just leave them with one question.
Sure.
So right now, what you're doing, do you have the vehicle that's going to give your family a financial legacy and your children's children a financial future? What you're doing right now?
That's a big question.
It is a big question. So thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And please get back to the person that brought you here. If you have any more questions, they're definitely going to give you all the answers. And have a great afternoon.
Thank you, everyone.